Hi guys, I'm Daphne,
And I'm Brinley.
and we are the co-hosts of Brinley and Daphne Talk About Stuff.
Okay, so these are just our opinions, no hate. And again, we are not in the same room right now, practicing social distancing. And we're talking about Harry Potter today.
Yeah.
So, spoiler alert now, just so everybody knows.
Yep.
Yep,
And we're talking about Harry Potter because we like Harry Potter.
yep, Harry Potter is great. Yep.
Okay, so first, let's talk about the series and just all the books.
Yeah. Pretty good books. Um, one of our Okay. Not off to a good start.
No, this is a train.
We're good. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, so Harry Potter is really near and dear to our hearts.
Yes, very near.
Wait, was it 5th grade or 6th grade whenever we got the letters? Well, whenever we didn't get the letters.
Yeah, we were very sad.
Wait, was it 5th grade or 6th grade?
Oh, I didn't know you were asking.
Oh,
We were, um, I don't really know. My brain isn't
I
working.
think it was 6th grade. So in 6th grade,
Probably.
wait, what? Wait, no, was it the summer before 6th grade?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay, yeah.
Fourth.
So the summer before 6th grade, Brinley and I didn't get our letters, and
It
we
was
were
very
really
sad.
sad.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
horrible.
and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Or speed
Let's talk about
The
Harry
eighth book.
Potter, the 8th book. Let's talk about the 8th book.
Yes, the
Oh my
eighth book
god.
was really bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yep.
It was bad. Harry
To
was
be fair,
mean.
to be fair, in like the book, it was really just like blunt and stuff, but it probably would be different on like the stage.
Yeah, we've never seen the play. We're just going off of the script.
Yeah, the book was not good. And
Yeah.
it was just like also how they like advertised it.
Mhm.
Like they said it was like gonna be the 8th book in the series, and it wasn't. It wasn't the 8th book at all. It was more, it should have been presented as like how Quidditch Through the Ages was, or The Beetle of the Bard. And another thing is that in the title it literally says Harry Potter in the title, and Harry isn't even like he isn't even a main character in it, really.
Yeah.
It's just
And
all
so
about Albus and how he messed up in time, and now he has to fix it. But then he messed up, so
again,
he has to fix it, and then
and
it's
Harry
just,
was just a jerk.
yeah, he really
Like
was.
seriously, how could Harry have been so mean?
It
And
was
I
it was
also
kind of depressing.
yeah, I don't understand why he named Albus after Snape. Albus Severus. Why?
Yes, and
Really?
it was just like Harry was like, he was like my childhood hero, and then seeing him be such like a bad father.
I know, he was so mean to Albus.
Yeah.
And unfair to Scorpius. Like, you can't judge someone based on their parents.
Yes. Okay, so the eighth book was just very bad. That's all we have to say.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not all we have to say, but
Yeah.
that's the summary of all we have to say.
Yes, the summary.
Let's talk about the Harry Potter universe.
Yes, the whole universe.
The worlds.
Worlds. Plural.
Plural. Plural because it was the Muggles and the wizards and witches. And like how did like no one figure out that the wizards and witches existed? Like they're not that dumb, you know?
Yeah, and we get that, yes, they're magical. They can do so many things, but like realistically, someone had to have seen them.
Yeah, and another thing I don't understand is like why, because like they said they didn't want the muggles to know because then they would take advantage of them. But like they could have taken advantage of the muggles way easier.
It sounds like you're going to the dark side.
I mean, how did Voldemort, like Voldemort could have just like kidnapped a bunch of muggles and then everything would be fine. I mean,
Fine.
not fine. Everything would be really,
Fine.
really bad. um, but it was just, it was, Voldemort wasn't, he wasn't that smart.
He couldn't even take over Wizard High School.
I know, right? And then,
the American Wizarding School.
yes.
How is there only one? Like,
How?
America's population. I mean,
Maybe
that
that was
school.
just like a dig at America.
Yeah,
Americans
probably.
aren't smart enough to be wizards.
I bet that was it.
Yep.
But like seriously, like one school would not have been enough. Not
Definitely not.
close. So this is just a very vague detail I remembered about the second book, Chamber of Secrets. Whenever Harry was in Tom Riddle's diary, I think, unless he was already in the Chamber of Secrets. But anyway, Tom Riddle was saying that Hagrid was caught caring for werewolf cubs under his bed. And he got in trouble for that. But werewolf cubs?
Wait, that's actually a nice thing to do, right?
No, but werewolf cubs, it's like humans. Human
yeah, like
children most of the
Lupin.
time. And so
Oh
he's
my
caring
gosh.
for human children under his bunk. That's just kind of weird.
I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. That just seemed really weird to me.
Maybe. Wait, what happened to the cubs then?
I don't know. Because now you have these werewolves loose. What?
Forget about the eighth book. They should come up with a story about them.
Yeah, we need a background story. Yeah.
I never even realized that. And another thing in Harry Potter is how mean they were to the elves.
Yes. Hermione was the only logical one there.
I know, right? It was like that, like the elves, they're not like in the human world, they're not like horses or birds or whatever, they actually like have functioning brains. Well, birds have functioning brains too, but they had brains and they could speak, and they weren't like they weren't what's the word?
Um,
They,
they,
they, they, they just shouldn't have been treated like that.
yeah, that's our point.
Yeah.
I don't know why, like, people didn't do anything other than,
Yeah. I mean, I guess it was because like everyone who had like access to elves was in power.
yeah,
But like still there should have been like
yeah, like, there were
basic rights
Muggleborns.
laws passed.
What?
They at least there should have been like basic rights laws passed.
Yeah.
Um okay, let's talk about the characters.
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 Such as Snape.
Oh my gosh, Snape was so weird.
He was mean and horrible, and I understand that some people like him, and that's great. We all are entitled to our own opinions. I'm not gonna hate you because you like Snape, but I just really don't like Snape at all. I just really don't.
But the weird thing is like you said, I don't understand why Harry named his child after him, and like the books put like Snape on this, I thought, undeserved pedestal.
Yeah, like they tried to give him a redemption arc, and but I just don't really see it.
Speaking of Harry, like James Potter and Snape, like they were in their high school days, they were like treating Lily like she was like a prize.
Yeah, she's a human being.
And I just can't get over that objectification.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess she was fine with it, so
Yeah, it all turned out okay, I guess.
yeah. I guess so too.
Yeah, James turned out fine.
Rest in peace, James.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Um Also Dumbledore.
Yeah, Dumbledore. He was a very interesting character.
Yeah, he was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. A little shady.
Yeah.
Like he was overall a a goodish character, right?
But like he knew Harry would be put into those traumatizing situations, and he was just like, I like socks. I don't know. But I don't know.
And like he knowingly put Harry into an abusive house. And like
I feel,
yes, there was
yeah.
like that blood protection thingy. But like it just seems wrong.
And all the other wizards and witches were like, whenever they went over to the Dursleys, they were like, "Wait, you're being treated like this?"
Yeah, it's just completely horrible.
Yeah. And then why do you think the Dursleys hated Harry so much?
I don't know, but I heard of this one theory, but it was like so like you know how Harry was a Horcrux
Yeah.
and like people around Horcruxes for a long time they tend to act like they turn into like not good
Oh,
people, like how Ron was acting whenever he had the locket thingy around his neck.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, so that is a possible reason,
Yeah.
but it still doesn't completely excuse the Dursleys for how they treated Harry. I think. Or maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I always just thought they were jealous.
Yeah, that could also be. Like, especially Petunia.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about Uncle Vernon though.
Yeah. Maybe he was just feeding off of Petunia's dislike.
Yeah, I think he just liked to have things to be mad at.
Yeah, I feel like that was his way of doing things. It's kind of
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, it really is. And then how like they starved him and stuff.
Yeah, and like that had to have had like other like long-term effects on Harry. Like what does that do to a person to be treated like that for most of your like child life?
And you would think that like because he didn't have, I guess, a living father figure that would like show him love, he would be a more loving parent. But like,
He wasn't.
no, he wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah. And then like after the whole like Wizarding World, or not Wizarding World, Wizarding War, like they should have also been like affected by that. And I feel like the epilogue and the Cursed Child didn't really show that. Because like they had just went through a war. They fought in a war and they were only like they were teenagers.
And they were like, okay, yay,
Like it just kind of amazed
everything's fine
me.
now.
Yeah, how they were like okay after it. Or so it seemed at least.
Yeah, I wish they had talked about like their mental health more
Yeah.
because like a lot of people, like if they were put in even just one of those situations, like
Yeah.
they would have had some sort of mental illness.
Mm-hmm. And these are just kids. Like actual kids.
Yeah. Oh,
What?
I was gonna talk about Umbridge. I mean, I guess Umbridge is a mental illness.
She
Oh,
is.
sick burn. Get wrecked, Umbridge. But the thing with Umbridge is that, like, with most evil characters, I really like to know their backstories and stuff because then I can like see what made them become so evil. And even though I'll still hate them, I'll be able to like empathize with them a little bit. But like with Umbridge, I didn't even care about her backstory at all.
She was just that mean and evil. There's
Yeah.
no redemption for that.
But with like characters like Voldemort, like at the end, I mean, I guess because he had all those Horcruxes, like he wasn't even human.
Yeah.
But like at the beginning, do you think there was like some sort of redemption that could have happened to him?
I think if he had like a loving family and like actual friends, then
Oh, do you think Dumbledore could have done something?
I don't know. I don't know. But I guess I wish like maybe people should have realized that like this kid is not doing great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just hard to think of like what could have happened.
Mm. Um, with Draco and stuff, like I feel bad for him, but I could never be like, I could never excuse his actions.
Yeah.
Like him
Like,
him doing like just everything. I think it was whenever he was like stepping on Harry's face, whenever I think that was when I was like, nope.
yeah, but I feel like he was put into a difficult situation, like with his family being like supportive Death Eaters.
That's true. What did you think about his mom? Did you feel bad for her?
Kind of. Well, I'm not sure because like she was black or part of that whole family. So like she was
Yeah.
always like around like Voldemort supporters. But I think like she genuinely did care about her family.
Mhm. I think like with a lot of like the Death Eaters and stuff, like I don't think you can have values and be like, well, I guess moral values that affect your conscience and like be like Voldemort, but like her value was her family. And I think that was
Yeah.
like her one saving thing. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, I think you are.
Okay. And I think like for Snape and stuff, his value, like he didn't have any values except his Lily obsession.
Very unhealthy.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
The Weasleys.
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 The first family Harry had ever known.
Yeah.
Ginny was so underrated.
I know,
Wait, is
right?
that a word? Underrated? Like, you know, there's
Yeah.
a word.
Underrated. Like
Underrated.
there's underrated. She was, well, one thing's for sure. She was definitely not overrated at all.
Mm-mm. But she was just an amazing character. Like, she knew her worth. And, like, she was just amazing. I think she's probably one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, me too. I always felt bad because like I didn't really understand why she liked Harry. And she was so much cooler than that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, Harry, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, Harry's great, but
But Harry's not very. Um,
he's.
he's not like he's been in all these situations. Like, I feel like it's hard for him to connect to actual people
Yeah.
who haven't been in those situations and just
Yeah.
be like a caring person.
Yeah.
Especially when he hadn't gotten any of that when he was growing up.
Yeah.
But Ginny was just I don't know. I always thought, did you think they were a good match?
Um, I guess. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know, like, who else Harry would have ended up with. Unless it was
that's
no
true.
one. That could have worked.
That's true.
I don't know.
Harry's just such a sad character.
Yeah, he really is. And he's just like, I don't know. Just one of those characters.
Yep.
We're very eloquent.
Yes. I mean, you use the word eloquent. That's pretty eloquent of you.
Oh, yes, it is. Luna was amazing too.
Who? Oh,
Luna.
Luna. Luna.
Luna.
For oh, Luna's dad was not amazing though.
He cared about his family. You know?
Yeah, I guess that makes him like Draco's mom in a way.
Yeah.
Except he was more wacky.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Oh no, and I like he was way better than Draco's mom, for sure.
yeah, I think like he genuinely did support Harry.
Yeah. Actually, I think he did what most parents would do.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe I've been too hard on him.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess I just didn't like him because I knew Harry's story and stuff.
Yeah, I would have liked
Now
to
I just
read that part from his
yeah.
perspective. I feel bad for him though. Like his
Mm-hmm.
wife died, and like in that moment, he thought he was gonna lose his daughter too.
Yeah. It was really J.K. Rowling was such a good writer.
Yeah.
She's so subtle too.
Yeah, like those little details. Like,
Yeah, you read Harry Potter again and you notice things that you hadn't noticed before. And I love those kinds of books.
yeah.
And that concludes our 3rd episode, guys.
Yep, 3 episodes.
Thank you. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much for listening. And our social medias will be in the description. So go follow those. Like and subscribe.
Our links will be there too. Our sources. Oh wait, no, we don't have any.
Our sources are our brains.
Our brains, yes. I don't think we can link those. So you just have to take our word for it.
Yeah. Oh, and if any of you are wondering, like, if any of you are thinking Harry Potter is not a social, political, or cultural, or even a little bit relevant issue, you are right.
Aware.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
Yeah. Our deadline stuck up on us.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Thanks for listening if you made it this far.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Brinley and Daphne out.